Hi, this is Isabel Litzler, the place to be to develop your skills and grow your potential. So today I'm going to share with you 6 tips to improve your job search techniques during this winter season. So without further ado, first tip that I want to share with you is to make yourself an obvious fit for the organization. So how do you do this? It's very simple. I have an easy trick in a way. The first one is to mirror the wording that the company is using. So if, for example, you're looking for a consulting job, and those consulting firms usually have a very particular wording that they use. Maybe they use performance, maybe they use work as a team to deliver excellence and all these things. So all you have to do is just mirror that inside your resume and your cover letter, and you will basically start to show a little bit like you look like them. So remember the phrase, birds of the same feather flock together. Well, that's how you achieve your goals, is by starting to look a little bit like your target. So if they see you look a little bit like the consultants that are already working with them, then they will be interested in you. So check also the profiles of the employees working there. And maybe you can also, if you're looking at a particular industry, there's usually a certain profile that goes with this industry. I know when I was working in consulting, there's definitely a consultant type. And when you work in not-for-profit, engineering, there's also a profile type. So the way you see this is by checking their website. See a little bit if they have a careers page and they interview employees. See a little bit how they dress, what they look like. And all you have to do is say, oh, okay, this is the kind of people they're looking for. So I'm going to mirror that in my application to start looking a bit more like them and increase my chances of getting an interview. So that's a very easy one. Mirror the wording, mirror the color code of the website. So if they use blue and white, use blue and white. If they use green, use green. So it sounds very basic, but trust me, it works. If you look like a certain company, they will be more interested in you. So that's a very easy one. Number 2 is don't limit yourself to online applications. I know people tend to feel comfortable there because, they have their habit of checking job boards and applying online. I think this was working better a few years back, but now the reality is that people like to interview and hire people they know, or people through people they know. So the best jobs, especially if you are, I would say, middle to higher management, the best way is to have a network of people that really know you, know your skills, and will be your best representative. So I talk about this in detail in my group C-Suite, where we're there to build the leaders of tomorrow. So I go at length about how do you start networking, getting those first contacts, building from there into, having those people represent you, talk about you. I'm in the process right now of having some opportunities in my group just by doing this, just by having people talk to each other, network with each other, opportunities strike. So it's the magic of the group and the magic of contacts that make it where you strike opportunities. So please check my link below about the group if it's something you're interested in. It's a membership-based group. We do a lot of activities there. We're really there to build leadership. So if you want to make it to the higher level, if you want to see yourself as a senior leader, I would encourage you to join. Switzerland is a hard place to build a career, probably one of the hardest in the world. The entry is not so easy, so you need support, you need to have skill and savoir-faire, as we say in French. So check this out below. Number 3 is your resume and profile need to be edited for each application. So in other words, when you go inside your resume, you can't use the same resume and apply everywhere, especially in Switzerland, where each company likes to be seen as unique. So, and the basically the different types of companies, the different industries like different things. So it's what I was saying in step 1 is really mirror the company. So also edit your profile each time you apply for a company to show that you really want this job and not anything. Number 4 is to become interesting. So this is also part of something I talk about in all my different communications, is when you start being like everybody else, you're not interesting. So you need to find your your profile, what do you want to represent, what do you want to look like, work on your marketing, your image online. So online is really the 21st century way to get a job, and I really believe in the power of attraction. And if you have the right profile online, then you will start also getting more opportunities. People will start visiting your profile, will start inviting you for interviews. So start to become a little bit above average, I would say. So where you see everyone, basically doing minimum, and basically you look at their online social media profile and you're like, yeah, it's okay. Well, you don't want to be like, it's okay. You want to be above average. So you want to put the time and effort into something that really represents you, that you feel good about. Number 5 is, if you're not on LinkedIn, you don't exist. So if you're serious about your job search and you haven't spent the time to be on LinkedIn, this is definitely your 2021 should be your objective in 2021, is to be active on LinkedIn and to start really leveraging your LinkedIn as well, not just build a profile, but really using it. So I talk about that in my workshops, in all my materials. You really want to start using LinkedIn that basically to work for you. So for example, I use LinkedIn. I'm top 4% on LinkedIn. I don't have the premium version, but just because I do certain things on LinkedIn that work. So I've built my own strategy on LinkedIn. I never took a course on LinkedIn. I never took training. I just tried and tested, and I'm really the organic type of person. So I don't want to pay for advertising or for all these things. So I try different things and I see what works. And I can tell you on LinkedIn, I have figured out what works better than other things. So I'm happy to share that with you. I share some of it also on my YouTube channel, but it's really long as well to do something very detailed for each profile, because really what it comes down to is to adapt your profile to the company you target, which is what I was explaining in tip number 1. So I can do something that's really in my social media to say this is what you need to do. It's really going to be a targeted, to be the most efficient. I need to work with you targeted to have your profile match what you want. So it's really customized basically. So you can listen to my material online on YouTube and you get an idea of what you need to do. But if you want to do something that works for your particular profile, then of course it's a little bit more customized. And number 6, make sure that you practice to thank people, even if they don't have an opportunity for you, even if they can't do much to help you on your job search. So starting to be in that mindset, and really this is where it will help you as well in 2021, is maybe if right now you're frustrated, you do things that don't really work. It doesn't matter if people don't say yes to you now, because maybe they will say yes to you in the future. So that's why you need to nurture relationships, even though they may not provide the type of results that you're looking for at this particular time. So each time someone says, well, I can't right now, or I don't want to, or I'm not interested, I don't look at it as a firm thing. I look at it as, I'm not interested now. I'm not willing to pursue this now. But maybe in 1 year or what have you, things change. And we know that this market changes very quickly. So the type of profile that you offer to somebody right now may not be a good fit, and you might get a negative answer. But you never know. Maybe a year from now, you'll be the perfect candidate, because they will be looking for different people. So don't take no basically as a permanence, and be sure to always thank for what you have. So just having a contact, sometimes I feel that people undervalue a little bit the type of network even that they have, because I'm in touch with people who will say, yeah, I'm in touch with this person. Oh yeah, you had given me that name a while back. Yeah, that's right. Like it's normal. And really every contact that you have is really leveraged to get a lot, and you never know what this person can bring you in the future. So every contact that you have right now should be really something that you're grateful for. So check out your LinkedIn right now, or your WhatsApp, or wherever you have your contacts, and look a little bit at who you have there, and maybe think about it twice, where you might have thought, yeah, I just know this head of company, big deal. Well, maybe this head of the company could actually be someone that can really help you, send them a message. It's going to be Christmas, New Year's, revive that connection, and you never know what can come from it. This method that I call reviving connection works very well. I've revived myself some connections lately, had great, immense value from it. So I really recommend you do this. And really this last step, the 6 tips that I'm giving you is probably the most essential of them all. So I hope you have a great day and feel free to comment below. I will talk to you soon.